Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing today? So the latest movie we have coming out of the Super Mario Netflix pipe is this little movie called Shimmer Lake. And it was kind of advertised as like this kind of like darkly comedic kind of mystery movie. And first impression was just like, oh god, is this another one of those half-ass indie movies that they bought up at a festival and they just put out because they couldn't sell it in theaters? That's what I thought initially, but then after watching the movie, I gotta say, honestly, it wasn't too bad. I was kind of impressed. First thing to note is, I didn't see too much bad acting in the movie. There's a couple characters that I really wasn't a fan of, but for the most part, the director got all the right acting performances out of pretty much everybody. And speaking of everybody, the cast isn't too bad either. There are quite a few like no-name faces that you'll recognize in the movie, but aside from that, you have Rob Corddry, who's hilarious, and then you have Ron Livingston from Office Space, and then you have Rainn Wilson in the movie, who is, you know, a total fucking asshole, as per usual. And the overall story of the movie is essentially about a bank job gone wrong. And the reason why it's a mystery movie is because slowly the movie reveals to you how it went wrong and why it went wrong. Which leads me to the biggest positive about the movie, which has to do with the manner in which the story is told. Some people might think this is a spoiler, but it doesn't ruin the story at all, so I don't personally think so. There might be a point where you look at the screen and you're kind of like, oh shit, this movie's not in order, is it? Yes, this movie is told in a non-linear fashion, and I thought that was awesome. Which at first, to me, kind of makes me think, it's a bit of a ripoff of like Reservoir Dogs meets Memento a little bit. But if you watch the whole movie, you start to realize like you couldn't really tell the story in a compelling way without telling it like that. So I think it actually helped the story by doing that non-linear storytelling. And another thing I thought was great was the music. It was ear-popping when it had to be, and also meshed with the rest of the movie when it had to, so it didn't stick out too much. And as far as negatives go, I have to say, for being advertised as kind of like a dark humor kind of mystery movie, I didn't really think it was that funny. And like, I'm down with like dark comedic kind of shit. Like, I think American Psycho is one of the best cult films ever made. And also I laugh at shit that sometimes you're not supposed to laugh at. So it's kind of like, I'm cool with that kind of comedy, but I just didn't see a whole lot of laughs in this movie. I might have laughed out loud maybe like 2 or 3 times. So not a lot of laughs there, and I didn't really fall in love with any of the characters, really. I mean, like, the characters aren't, like, super compelling. The reason why you watch this movie is to just figure out what happens next in the story. Like, you're not really curious about anybody's background, or at least I'm not. Like, that's a subjective thing. Like, other people might, you know, connect with certain characters a little differently than I did. But I personally didn't really, like, connect with any of the characters on a personal level, and I feel like that was kind of a lacking, like, thing about it. But all in all, despite the fact that this movie wasn't really anything special, I thought it was pretty fucking entertaining. And I wouldn't say I was glued to the screen, but I was adhesive to the screen, so I was definitely curious about what was going to happen next. So for a rating, I think I'm going to give the movie probably a 7.0 out of 10 overall. It's definitely no Reservoir Dogs as far as botched bank job movies go, but honestly, if you're just sitting around doing nothing, you got a bunch of time to waste, honestly, movie's not a bad way to spend an hour and 20 of your free time. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you heard of it even? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other horse shit, and I will catch you guys later.